I think we're ready.
Right?
Yep.
All right, this is the Historic Preservation Commission meeting for Tuesday, May 10th. Can I get a call to order?
Franken?
Here.
Miranda?
Here.
Powers?
Here.
Sage?
Here.
And McGivern.
Here. And then we have before us the Secretary's report, consideration of the April 12th, 2012 meeting. Can I have a motion of approval and guidance?
I move to approve.
Motion and a second to approve minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. And that'll take us to communications. Matt?
Yeah, so I got a few things for you. So just a reminder, the How to Research Your Home Library event, May 18th, 6:30 to 7:30. It's going to be at the Main Street Library in the large meeting room. And then you can attend virtually or in person as we talked about, and then sign up on the library webpage. So that's coming up. So we've locked in our dates for the Downtown Davenport Architectural Walking Tour. So it is our partnership with the Davenport Library. We were able to get some funds to cover half the cost of it, so we'll split the cost with the library. Tours start at the main library. So there's 3 different dates, June 25th, 10 to noon, July 28th, 5 to 7, and then August 29th, 10 to noon. It's the same tour, just repeated 3 different times. So again, you could sign up for that one with the library, and then Ellen Shapley will be our tour guide for that. So moving along, so Dream Plus, the application window closed last month. So the city's allocated $2 million to homeowners for both interior and exterior improvements up to $50,000. Staff have received a number of phone calls from interested property owners. So a pretty significant chunk is within the Hamburg Historic District. So we may see some more items that come up later in the summer and in the fall that's associated with this project. And then our last communication, so the city has issued a certificate of public hazard that was issued by the chief building official and the fire marshal. So this is for the garage building at Annie Witt, which it's hard to tell, but I have it outlined in yellow on that map. It's on the western portion. Doesn't look too bad from the road, but if you were to walk around, you'd see it's in pretty bad condition. So because it's because it's a local landmark district, and then the certificate was issued, it's not going before the commission. So that's it for communication.
Okay. We have no old business. That'll take us to new business. Item number A, case number C0A22-08, request from exterior alterations of the Lindsay Park restroom building. City of Davenport is the petitioner. Staff?
Okay, so this is the public restroom building located in Lindsay Park. So it's part of the Village of East Davenport, which is a National Historic District. And then Lindsay Park is on the local landmark list. So the restroom building, it's located just adjacent to the basketball court and the softball field. The building was built in 1950. So the Parks Department's proposing some improvements to the facility to upgrade it. So the scope of the project, there's a few different elements involved. So the first one, to remove the wood soffit and replace it with beaded plywood. To remove the wood fascia and replace it with a pine board fascia. To remove the wood fascia and wood siding on each of the 2 gables and to replace it with pine board fascia and beadboard siding. To remove the existing wooden doors and replace them with metal hollow core doors. The purpose for that really is better security and durability and can hold up against the weather better than the existing flush wood door. To paint the newly replaced soffit, fascia, gables, and to touch up the existing painted brick. To clean the brick, it's been graffitied throughout the year, so they're going to do a acid wash to remove that graffiti. And then to remove and replace the existing asphalt shingle roof with the stone-coated metal roof. So here are the elevations of the building. So you might remember at the November meeting, the board approved the same stone-coated metal roof for the Annie Wittenmeyer Pool House building, so it's going to be that same product on this building. Reason being just longer durability and lifespan of that roof. So then shown below on the right is that beaded plywood soffit and siding is shown as the soffit on the structure. It's a brick building that's been largely unpainted. The only painted brick on the building is that top tier. So the remainder of the brick will just be cleaned and left unpainted. What's already been painted will be repainted. And then you could see a better close-up view of that soffit and fascia that's currently wood. So here's just a couple more images of the exterior of the building and what it looks like. So you can see that flush wood door will be replaced with a metal one. So city staff are recommending approval of the improvements to the restroom facility, subject to 2 conditions. So the first one is that the beaded plywood soffit and siding be replaced with a durable alternative wood material approved by city staff. The reason for that being is that siding is often associated with material that might be used like underneath the surface of a porch. So we're just going to see if we could find another material that might weather the elements a little bit better when used as an eave. So that could be worked out with the building department. And 2, so to determine the gentlest means possible, a masonry surface cleaning test shall be conducted prior to the universal application of the acid wash. The test shall be observed over a significant period of time so that both the immediate effects and the long-range effects are known. So the building was built in 1950, but it's not a historic structure, so we still just want to take into account the age of the brick and make sure that we don't do more damage when trying to clean it. So those are our recommendations.
Any questions from the commission?
I have a question.
Sure.
I read in the little description online, and it said that it was going to be painted blue and white, and you had recommended, but you couldn't like determine those colors. But who chose? I mean, I just was
So
wondering.
there is an existing building on 11th Street that we're trying to mimic the colors. It's right across the street from the structure. So it's kind of a cadet blue, which is a grayish blue, and white trim.
I just wondered when I read that. I thought,
Yeah, so the commission can't necessarily regulate paint colors.
Right.
Just ask that it be compatible with the character of the village and Lindsay Park.
I'm just curious, do you think you'll ever expand? Because it's heavily used, especially during softball season.
There's no plan right now. So I would never say never, but as of right now, we don't plan to, no.
Anything else from the commission? The only thing I noticed is it was built in 1950. I mean, but Lindsay Park really struggles with a character. I mean, or a lack of character, other than it's been Lindsay Park historically. So, but I did wonder, as we've introduced metal roofs into the parks, they have products that are just in flat shingle, tile, mimicking tile, a lot of different things for architectural character. Not that this was a requirement here, but something maybe to look as we look in these city parks, kind of any kind of historical appearance, even though it's using modern methodology.
Yeah, we wouldn't be opposed to that. The stone-coated metal is actually an alternate bid. I don't know what it's going to cost, so I don't know if it'll fall in budget. So that's an alternate bid at the moment. I'd be happy to change that to any.
Because otherwise they just look so industrial type, or municipal type in a it is a park. But
So the stone-coated metal is made to mimic like an architectural shingle, so it should look very actually residential rather than industrial. But like I said, that's an alternate bid, and I'd be happy to look into other options.
Great, thank you. Anything else? Perfect. All righty. Any recommendations from the commission?
I move to accept the certificate of appropriateness for the exterior work at Lindsay Park Restaurant.
I second.
All right, roll call, please.
Franken?
Yes.
Miranda?
Yes.
Powers?
Yes.
Sage?
Yes.
And McGivern.
Yes. All right, that takes us to other business. There is no other business, and this provides us an open forum for comment from the public, and seeing no one, I need a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
A motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you. Work session next.